Another quarterback which I think is worth discussion, and another quarterback who's in that early potential quarterback 3 discussion is j.j. McCarthy. We mentioned him a bit earlier from Michigan. It has felt for a while like the league has been a lot higher on him than we have been. But there's no doubt that he's got all the tools. His arm talent is absolutely absurd. He's a twitched up athlete, thrives outside the pocket, and has really improved his accuracy compared to what we saw last year, as well as his awareness and his decision making. He's shown he can throw the ball into tight windows, generate immense power and velocity, cannon for an arm. So there's absolutely no doubt that he's got all those traits, and the athleticism on top of that, where he's ultra creative, twitched up, flexible, has all the speed, explosive as well to escape the pocket and evade tacklers when he's scrambling. And coming from where he was last year, where you really wanted to see it all become more consistent, the whole package come together, and you can improve the mental side and build on his experience. And I think he's done a great job of that. You don't see him lead defenders with his eyes as much as he had been. His anticipation is a lot more nuanced as he's been gaining that experience, becoming a lot more confident to use those instincts that he's got, and more confident with his ability. But I think he's absolutely got the ability to be an early pick, just because you put all those tools together and you're going to get a scout that goes, give me that and I can do something with it. But he's still a bit thin, he's still a bit predictable at times, needs to become more consistent with his overall package. But as the game slows down for him as we go through, because he's still extremely inexperienced, I think he looks like an early first round pick. That being said, before I come to you, Stu, he might be one of those that looks to go back to college and continue that development, because while his decision making's been good, there are a few bad decisions every game that will cost you at the NFL. You look at the Bowling Green game, which wasn't great, and if he continued to develop at the rate that he is and he stays healthy, he probably looks like the top quarterback in the 2025 NFL draft class. So it's all kind of coming together for j.j. McCarthy.
Yeah, I get what you mean there as well. He's a slighter guy as well, and that maybe building that frame while you're at college, whilst learning more. Michigan's always going to be a good team. They're always going to put pieces around him. They've got a fairly steady staff there as well. Harbaugh's not look like he's going anywhere. There was that flirtation with the NFL last year, but it looks like he's fairly dialed in on Michigan as well. So if he comes out, I've seen podcasts, seen folk where they've mocked him at 5, behind, for teams. I'm not that there yet with j.j. McCarthy, but I could see why people like him so much. Interesting to see if he comes out though.